This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster, my podcast.
And these are the cold ones.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Gary, are you going to do it or should I?
Intro.
Oh, you're going
to. I kind of did it. I thought you were going to do it in the intro, and then I got panicked, and then you underlined that you didn't do it, and then it was a whole thing.
If both of us dropped the cracking into a cold one with the boys, that would hang it up again. Yeah.
It's very funny if you read any of this entry as if it's about the cold ones with the boys, because the idea that the cold ones obey the behest of the worm, like that's how I didn't sign up for that with my Coors Light. Like,
nope.
This can of Deschutes doesn't obey the behest of the worm.
When the mountains turn blue, the worm is pleased.
Yeah, this cold one activated. Didn't we just do these? Like, aren't these things that we just pretty much already did?
Yeah, kind of
similar to whatever those things were called.
A little bit, yeah, like just the incorporeal thing. We got another one coming up here pretty soon. So what these are just kind of like phantom semi-incorporeal things. By semi-incorporeal, they can't just like go through a wall. They have to like make their way in through a crack. But they kill you by embracing you and giving you frostbite.
Yeah, and frostbite's super scary.
Yeah.
Thing. Like the conception I had of frostbite when I finally internalized like how scary that was when I was Googling why you can't freeze lettuce. And it was like, oh, like the ice crystals form.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I understand that's how ice works. And then when they rescind, when they turn into water, they've already like damaged. Like it's like being frostbitten is like, you know, when you freeze and unfreeze. I don't know if this is actually what frostbite happens, but when something freezes and unfreezes, it's like 1,000 little knives like stabbing into the cells.
Yeah.
On the cellular level, because the water, you know, so it's like, oh man, like that's why lettuce is bad, and that's why you can only freeze certain soups, and also that makes the cold ones scary. You know,
very much so. I mean, it's the same, you know, some of the same principles that they use to carve Mount Everest. You know,
yeah,
like when you get frostbite, your arm and your hand or your fingers, your ears, they're Everesting. Not Everesting. What? Fucking Rushmore. Fucking Mount Rushmore, not Mount Everest.
No, Cole, you were right when they carved Mount Everest.
Yeah, when the founding fathers
definitely happened. When we put the founding fathers on Mount Everest, you know, that act of like colonialism on a grand scale.
I mean, to be fair, Mount Rushmore was colonialism on a grand scale. The Black Hills are sacred.
I don't know what colonialism on a small scale is.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Like, is that like when I take a fry from your plate? You know, I don't know what a small scale colonialism is.
I have no idea.
You know, like if a you know, somebody from an indigenous peoples like ask for a high five and you leave them hanging.
Yeah,
you know,
when you take one of you, like, you know, snake their parking spot. Oh god, I'm having another conniption.
Yeah, it's okay, buddy. We'll get you back to Everest. But it's like something like that. Like, because most acts of colonialism, like, it's such a grand crime that like a real version of it that's not a joke is terrible.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I both know very little about this, and also I am terrified to make a joke. So
yeah, exactly. We are indeed the cold ones now.
We're all cold ones.
Yeah, we're all cold ones down here. We're all sons of cold ones. The bottle of Stephen. I forgot the saying. So melody there for a second, but I think I got across the gist.
I couldn't tell if you were doing Say It Ain't So or if you were being Jerry Lewis.
Stevens. It's the Say It Ain't So song, and we're the Weezer Men.
You sound like Jerry Lewis. Blaven. Wrestle with Ivan. Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.